Alright, so it's been a long time since I've uploaded any video, to be honest. And it's honestly because I've been really busy with work. Most days I'm working 11 to 14 hours, and the days that I do have off, I'm exhausted, and I just feel like relaxing the whole day. But I'm gonna try to change that because I know quite a bit of you guys have been asking me to make some videos again, and I thought today would be a perfect time because Leon is coming out tonight. And I'm excited about this because we are getting a new mechanic introduced with Leon, which is the max move. And it is interesting because the possibilities of what they can do in the future with these max moves will be a lot of fun for sure if they do it correctly. But Leon, he's kind of in an iffy area just because he is not the actual anniversary sync bear. He is the run-up anniversary sync bear. So on the 29th we will be getting all the anniversary stuff, because that's when the anniversary is, so at the end of August. So if you don't want to summon for Leon, I mean, you don't have to. He's going to be the only sync pair that will have one of these max moves during the anniversary. So if you do pick up Leon, he's going to be the only one during this anniversary period to have one. Unless they randomly change it up, which would be stupid if they do, to be honest. If they randomly just change it up and be like, oh yeah, hey, I know you guys just summoned for Leon, but yeah, on second thought, the anniversary sync pair will have a max move too. So I doubt they're going to do that. So if you do want to summon for Leon, then you can. He will be good, of course, because he is introducing a new mechanic. And on second, like, he actually has a really, really cool 6-star outfit. Like, just look at that. It looks amazing. And even just his regular outfit looks really good too. But yeah, overall, he does look very interesting. Let me know if you guys are going to be summoning for him later on tonight when he does come out. So let's take a look at his passives and everything just to sort of talk about him. So shout out to Absol-Utely for all this information. Of course, I feel right back at home doing this. It feels good. It feels good. And I will be having a summoning video out tomorrow as well. So definitely be on the lookout for that. But after today and tomorrow, I don't know when I'll have another day off. So on my next day off, I will have a video out. So I will make an effort. I'm like more of an effort. But for his passive one, it is Lucky 7-4 and has a 50% chance of lowering the target's attack, defense, special attack, special defense, speed, accuracy, and evasiveness by 1 stat rank when the user attacks, when the move's attack against the opponent is successful. So that's not bad. I don't know if you can actually get a chance to like lower every single stat. I think that's basically what Mew has and Professor Oak. So and then for passive 2, he has max damage guard and applies the damage guard next effect to the user after using a max move. If hit by an attack while this effect is applied, the attack will inflict no damage on the user, while the damage on some attacks such as sync moves will be halved. So if you do use this right before the enemy is about to sync move, that would be very helpful because that sync move damage will be halved. So if typically you get hit with the sync move for 4,000 damage, if you have the max guard active, he is going to take 2,000 damage, so it's going to be cut in half. So that can be very helpful in some situations, which will be very, very good. And for passive 3, he has ramming speed. The more the user's speed is raised, the more it powers up the user's move. And these kind of multipliers do not they do not take effect on the actual max move from what I've been hearing. And if that's the case, then he's not going to hit like insanely game breaking hard on his max move. But obviously that could possibly change, but apparently the max move does not have the multipliers in effect with all this, so it's just going to be doing like regular damage without the multiplier. So I mean, it can still do a lot of damage, of course, because the base power included with the grid is going to be 500. So it's by no means going to hit like a feather. It's going to be good, but it's just not going to have the multipliers from what everybody is saying. But like his stats at level 135, HP is going to be at 719, physical attack is going to be 238, physical defense is going to be 129, Special attack is going to be 337, special defense 129, and then speed is 380, so it's actually pretty fast. So I honestly didn't take a look at the speed when I first saw this, when it did come out. But yeah, 380 speed, that's pretty good, because when you do have him at 20 to 20, his speed is going to be 420, so that's good. That's definitely good. And with Leon, he is like the first Galar sync pair to have only one typing move. Everything else is literally like a stat increase and everything, so it's interesting how they made this guy. And I think they did that on purpose just so he only has one max move. So in the future with other Galar Pokemon sync pair, we will expect to see more of these max moves in the future for sure. So, but he does have Dynamax Cannon, and it's going to be a base power of 144 to 172. And the move's power increases by 50%, or the move's power increases 50% when the target has a sync move buff. So it's basically like Zacian. So whenever the enemy has a sync move buff, you're going to be getting a 50% increase. So the power of Dynamax Cannon is going to be much higher than what you're seeing over here when the enemy does have a sync move buff, which is going to be good. And then he has Dire Hit Plus. We know what that does. He has X speed, and that's going to help with having Dynamax Cannon hit very hard, because he does have ramming speed on his passive. And then on top of that, he does have inertia on his grid, so he will hit very hard with Dynamax Cannon. And that first training move is going to be called Eternal Power, and you have two uses with that. Reduces the user's sync move countdown by 1, and raises the user's special attack by 3 stat ranks, and applies the super effective next effect to the user. Lowers his special defense by 1 stat rank, sorry. And 2 uses, so you're going to be at like -2 if you do decide to use both of his training moves. So it's not bad, especially when you do have support on the team to buff your special defense back up again. It's not bad. Like -2 is not bad at all, considering like he does have max guard as well. So like he's good. He's definitely good. Having his crit go to the max, being self-sufficient there, having speed increase, and increasing his special attack. Very self-sufficient, so you're not going to have any problems with this guy, because his speed is pretty solid, or really good actually. So yeah, you're not going to have any problems with this guy. Now, should you 6-star this guy? I don't think you should if you have a 6-star Dragon type. Yes, he does have the new flashy max move and everything, but the only benefit you get from 6-starring a striker is the AoE, and that's about it. So if you have another Dragon type that's a 6-star already, that's a striker, then you really don't need to 6-star Leon. Just save all that material for the anniversary sync pair that has yet to be announced. So if you just want to go for Leon for 1 out of 5 just to get 1 copy and add him to your collection, then you could do that. By no means that's a bad idea, because he does have the new mechanic. So in the future, like when you do have more strike move candy coins, then you could get him to 3 out of 5 if you really want to, and then potentially get him to 6-star in the future. But I would hold off on 6-starring him and wait until the anniversary sync pair gets announced, because if you do end up getting Leon and you really like the anniversary sync pair, then you could decide who you want to 6-star, because the champion spirits are not easy to acquire. I mean, they're not easy to acquire, but they're just very limited, so you really have to decide on who you want to use your champion spirit on, because they're very limited. So it's better to choose wisely on who you want to 6-star, and I'm in that position right now. Because I just 6-starred Blue. I just ended up getting 6-star, or Sygna Suit Blue. Finally, after so long, I finally got him off of a daily single, when he came back with the Kanto Trio during that 2-day period. So yeah, I only need to spend 100 gems. But anyways, if you want to summon for Leon, you can. He's definitely going to be good, but should you 6-star him? It's going to be up to you, really, and what you really need. But I would wait until the reveal of the 1-year or the 2-year anniversary sync pair. And then when we look at the actual max move, as you can see here, it's 400 base power, but on his sync grid, you can increase that to 500 base power, which is going to be very strong. And it charges the user's move gauge by 3 for each ally sync pair on the field. When using co-op battle, charges the move gauges of all ally sync pairs by 3 instead. So it's not bad. Like, obviously, it's gonna have some use in co-op, and obviously in single player, it's really gonna be helpful because it's gonna charge your entire move gauge if you have all 3 sync pairs on the field. So it's gonna be very, very good. So the max move, like, it does have that animation. Like, if you played Pokemon Sword and Shield on the Switch, you're gonna be familiar with the sync move animation. Like, we could actually take a look at that very quickly too, because we are on Absol-Utely's page. So we'll quickly take a look at that and see, since we're already here. So it's definitely a nice animation. Like, I think this is just the sync move. I could be wrong. But yeah, this is it right here. Either the max move or the sync move. I don't really know which one right now, but it does look good regardless. So I'm definitely gonna be summoning for this guy. I think it is the sync move animation just because, like, you see that sync, like that start in the background, so I think that is the sync move. But yeah, like, definitely a cool sync move for sure. And I do love the outfit for Leon. So when we go back to Absol-Utely's Twitter, we can see their grid. So, like, if we just scroll down a little bit more on his page, we can see his sync grid, and his grid does look pretty solid. So it's right here. So we can see at the bottom left, he does have Dynamax Dynamax Cannon move gauge refresh 4, which is going to be nice. So it's going to be like a 50% chance to get a move gauge back after you use Dynamax Cannon, which is going to be nice. And then you could also see Inertia along with Eternabeam power up, and Eternabeam is going to give you another 100% or 100 base power added, which will give you 500 base power, like I said earlier. And then you have Inertia, so like Dynamax Cannon is going to hit very hard. And then on the bottom right, you have Endurance, Powerful X3, which is good. And then you have Max Countdown. And then you have Unflappable, Dire Hit, Move Gauge Refresh 4. And then Dire Hit, MP Refresh 3. And then on the top right, you have Hunter's Instinct. And then you have Max Slip Up. And then you have Training Move MP Refresh, more Dynamax Cannon Power-Ups, along with the Training Move Gauge Refresh as well. And then for the top left, we have Sharp Entry 1 with Stalwart. And then you have the X-Speed MP Refresh along with the X-Speed Move Gauge Refresh 4. So, like, his grid is pretty basic, but the stuff that will directly impact the max move is going to have max in the name. Just like over here at the bottom, you can see Max Countdown 1. And that will directly impact the actual max move. So obviously all this other stuff like Inertia, it's not going to impact the max move because it's not going to have max in the name. But if it was max Inertia, then it will impact the max move damage for sure. But it doesn't have max in the name, so we can highly expect all this other buffs Eternatus is going to be getting to not affect the actual max move. I can't remember if max slip up is a part of the multiplier, but I don't think he has any multipliers for the max move. So we'll have to see how hard he actually hits when he's in battle, when he's officially in the game. He is coming out tonight, so it's not going to be much longer until this guy comes out. But he is definitely an interesting sync pair. And I don't think any of us were expecting Leon to have Eternatus, but having Zamazenta come to the game as well as a free-to-play sync pair is very nice. So, like, there's a lot. There's a lot coming with this update. And then we also have Mega Absol in the game too, which is nice. I love Mega Absol, so yeah. It's a great time to be a Pokemon Masters fan, but at the same time it sucks because, yeah, a lot of gems that we need to use. There's a lot, but yeah, the main topic of this video is going to be for Eternatus and Leon, because they are coming out tonight. And obviously I think yeah, Zamazenta is also coming out tonight too on Refresh. So, but yeah, like, the counterpart to Zacian, now you could run both Zacian and Zamazenta on the same team, which is going to be very interesting, and it's going to be a lot of fun because Zamazenta, we know, is the support type, and he will be like a nice defensive unit, and it will help with Zacian when it comes to supporting him defensively, helping him stay in the battle a lot longer. And we know how fast the move gauge is with Zacian, so having a perfect pairing up partner with Zacian, Zamazenta together, like, gonna be very good. So I cannot wait to use both of them in battle together. So hopefully my work schedule aligns up perfectly with all this content that's coming out. But we'll see. Tomorrow I definitely will have a summoning video up. But for those of you that will be summoning for Eternatus and Leon, good luck to all of you. And hopefully you get what you're looking for. If you're going for 1 copy, if you're going for 2 out of 5, if you're going for 3 out of 5, or even if you're going for 5 out of 5, good luck. Hope you guys get what you want. That'll be it for this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.